Good evening, everybody. Good evening. How are we all doing today, guys? How are we all doing today? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. We are back with some more Genshin Impact today. We're back with Genshin. As I mentioned yesterday, we're here to finish off stuff for 5.7 so that we can get ready for 5.8 and also just generally talk about 5.8 and what's to come with NOD-KRAI as well. But we're back. I'm very excited to get back in the groove of things, of course, with Genshin as well. Obviously, been doing my dailies and stuff, but we've got a couple of things I still need to do. Of course, in this patch as well that I haven't actually done, so I kind of wanted to get around doing those things and also just generally, like I said, just talk about the stuff that has been shown over the last few days, last week pretty much. I'm very much looking forward to talking about that sort of stuff as well. But yes, hopefully everybody's doing well. Hello, gamer. Welcome to the stream. I need to do this. I haven't touched that one at all. I still need to do, I think, 9 of the anecdotes. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. I'm missing 10 of the anecdotes, but I'm pretty much done otherwise, to be quite honest. I've got what? In terms of the rewards themselves, I'm missing like 7. Yeah, I'm missing 7, so I just need to do 7 of them, but I want to do all of them just to see the stories and stuff, so I'll do them as well. I think we'll start off with this one just to get things underway and to make sure that I don't forget to do it and I can get it done and out of the way, and then we can go and take on the anecdotes as well. So yeah, let's go on over here this way. This time of the year is always high for Genshin. Oh yeah, of course it is. Always, whenever that transition happens between, well, whenever it goes from 0.7 to 0.8, it's always very, very high, because that's when we start getting the reveals. That's when we start getting the summer events, which are usually filled with a lot of lore stuff. And then, of course, going into the 0.0 events, it's always, new region to look forward to, new characters to look forward to, all that sort of stuff. It's always super, super nice. There's no need to panic. Trust in the canon and our plainclothes colleague. Besides, there's an adventure with a nose for danger and a certain officer who are sure to turn up when should we find ourselves in crisis. I guess it's us about us. All right. Hello, you two. Please allow me to explain the situation. Why don't you take a breather? I can breathe these through. Want to have a go at a cannon? I mean, I guess, yeah, we'll take it. I mean, hey, free real estate. Free real estate. Downcrow's Justice Story can't come soon enough, lol. Also, hello 619. Hello. I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how they handle the Jester story. I mean, from my perspective, I think it'll be cool having the voice actors, well, assuming they are able to get the voice actors, I should say that it'll be cool to have them, do it and see it visually. But to be quite honest, I don't have any faith in how they're gonna execute it, considering for the average player, they don't know anything about a Stray record, anything about like the general Astrea familiar stuff side of things. If you're playing the game, it just feels like it's a little bit of a just throwaway thing. Oh, get this big name thing and see what we could have done. This is what we could have done. It's just a last ditch for me. I'll see how it goes, but yeah. Anyways, but yeah, let's see how they handle it. Not looking. I can't say I'm looking to it overly so, to be quite frank. I'll be honest and say that. But yes, let's get this cannon blasting a go. I think this is very similar to one of the previous events we've had, which is it the same as this event, the pinball machine or the brick breaker event? What are you doing here? I feel like we met before. So you do remember me? I applied for a position at the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland. I do remember that. I'm well aware of your deeds and I know I can trust you with anything. On the other hand, those two over there are reliable enough, but there's something a little awkward between them. Human emotions are complicated. I think they could maybe do with a little push. There's more important things to worry about. The cannon's easy enough to operate. I'm sure you'll have those monsters cleared up in short order. Don't you worry, love. I will be there for that. Oh no, it's this one. It's this one. I thought for some reason it was the brick breaker event. Now this one's pretty straightforward. Hey ho, boss proto, boss, how's the situation? You know what? I'll go back to dealing with the monsters. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll be there. We will be there to destroy the monsters. I can't believe that. Okay, it's this event. Yeah. This one's easy enough. It's just a bunch of shooty and get those guys down. For some reason, I thought it was the brick breaker event. For some reason, I don't know why. It looked like it could have been that, but never mind. It's this one. All right, what are we saying here? So, oh god, there's way more variety now. Alright, let's just do regular shots and then we'll go for these. Actually, no. Can I do piercing shots? Are those piercing? Yeah, those are piercing. Okay, I'm gonna have to play with this a little bit and see what I can do here. I was kind of hoping we'd be able to do a bit better there. Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wasted a couple of shots there, but we'll be fine. There we go. And then boom. And boom. There we go. Okay, gotta play it a little bit carefully here. Boom. And now we're gonna do this. There we go. Combo kill, baby. I'm gonna just do these. There we go. Actually, let me do this. That last one was a little bit of a waste, but we're fine. Actually, I can do this. There we go. How did I not kill both of them? Or hurt both of them, I should say. Piercing shot. Let me go for a piercing shot. There we go. Alright. I think I'm wasting some of my shots here, but we should be fine, I think. Boom. 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 That's kind of unfortunate. Alright, let me just do this. Would rather not waste my shots like this, but it's whatever. Wait, do this? Okay, there we go. Tough opponents incoming. Where are the tough opponents? We're running low on piercing shots. We'll be fine there, mate. We'll be fine. Come on. Alright, we're gonna go on normal shots here. Alright, this is a little bit tight. Okay, that's fine. Let him come closer. Let him come closer because I think we'll be able to get this done. Boom, boom, and boom. Final wave. Vape. Vape. Get some of the vape, baby. Let's go. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It's quite nice to be able to have also like only the certain amount of bullets left, basically. I think that's pretty sick. I think that's pretty sick, to be quite honest. So you only have a certain amount of bullets, basically, that you can get. Okay, we've got bounce pads now. Oh boy. We're doing some Call of Duty over here, clearly, or whatever. Alright, we'll just do normal shots here. Go for the Perfecta. Boom. Boom. What does these do? Okay, those freeze. Alright, that's fine. Alright, I don't want to waste those too much, to be honest. Alright, there we go. Boom. Okay, I see now. I see. Nice. Can I do this? I can. Can I get both of them in one go? That's what we like to see. Lovely. Alright. Let's not waste our bullets here. Let's not waste our bullets here too much. Okay, kinda was hoping for a little bit more there. Could be worse, could be better, man. That was really poor. That's one way to do it, I suppose. Can I do this? All right, 1 second, 1 second. Yo, chill. Okay, that could have been handled a bit better by myself, but could be worse. Cold snap. There we go. Triple kill, baby, triple kill. Do this. Do that. Do this. Have I tried playing Zenless Zone Zero? I have played it. I have an account as well and everything. But I kind of quit it purely because I just had too many gachas I was playing at the time, and I kind of never got back into it. I know it's doing super well, and it's a game that I kind of was considering coming back to at some point, but just generally speaking, I felt like, you know, to be quite honest, I still have too many gachas on my hand. Although that being said though, considering the state of a certain Persona gacha, it may not be unreasonable for me to plan otherwise, to be honest. But no, right now I'm kind of happy with the games I'm playing and stuff. But I have tried Zenless Zone Zero. Very fun game. I think it's probably Hoyo's best game, to be quite honest. Quite by far in a way in terms of the way the developers handle it and everything. But yeah. All this praise and I don't play it is because of just how much I'm more interested in lore-wise with HSR and Genshin, to be quite honest. But yes. Subraiser, what's up, mate? Alright, what are we saying here? What are we saying here? What weapons do I have here? Boom. Can I just do this? I can. Although I shouldn't waste all my bullets like that. Alright, let's do this. Get the meld going. Get this going. I'll just do this. There we go. Wasted a couple of triple bullets, but that's fine. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more from the weapons there. The weapons. That's fine. We'll probably still do fine here. There we go. Okay. I was kind of hoping I could bounce them back a little bit more. Not gonna lie. Alright, let's see. Can I get a... There we go. And then boom, boom. There we go. That's good enough. That's good enough. What if I do this? What if I do this, this, and then boom. Come on, guys. Couldn't you have given me a little bit more, a better odds here? Alright, there we go. Just do that. I should have probably used my triple shot there. Boom. Vape. Vape. There we go. Wait, it's the other way around. Whoops. Don't know why I did the cryo one on this and the other way around. That works. That works. Alright, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Final wave. We got more than enough points, so I'm not too worried here. Boom and boom. Easy dubs, man. This has been super smooth, man. It's been super smooth. Love it though. I'm absolutely adoring the limitations. The shells definitely seem, or the bullets I should say, seem like it's a little bit simple, like they've given you enough leeway to play with, but I still think it's a good job, to be quite honest. So this is a swirl one, right? Yeah, it swirls it up, which is so good for getting a lot more like melds going and stuff. That'll be handy. Yeah, in situations like this, I don't even have to worry too much. Boom. Okay, do this. Do that. Let them zoom in. Lovely stuff. Boom. Lovely. Didn't lose a single heart, but it's still fun. Yeah, I think they've designed it a little bit better than last time, to be quite honest. Last time I remember it being very annoying and frustrating. But this time around it feels like they've done a better job, generally speaking, with the way they've handled like the mechanics and stuff low-key, to be honest. I feel like I should have been doing this. Oh, that's my bad. Come on. There we go. Boom. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to launch a couple more there. That's fine. Should probably use my this a little bit more. Boom. There we go. That's all right. Let's see if can I. That works. Okay, I probably should avoid using my secondary bullet. Okay, I need to be a little bit more cautious on how I'm using these bullets. There we go. Alright, use my piercing bullet for this. I've got enough piercing bullets, so it's fine. I see what they're doing there. They're trying to block it. No. You're still gonna get... What kind of baloney is that, man? Alright, there we go. Couple of shots is enough, to be honest. Alright, they're gonna come close, so I think we're gonna need to manage it a little bit better here. Do this. There we go. 9 combo kill as well, baby. Let's go. Alright, that's the second last one, right? Yep, second last one. Lovely stuff, man. Lovely stuff. Man, I can't wait for the next patch's events, though, man. I spoke about this in the last week's stream that we did, of course, right? When we were reacting to the live stream and stuff. But, man, I'm very much looking forward to, like, the Splatoon event and all that sort of stuff, man. It looks like it's going to be a blast, honestly. It's going to be a blast. I'm very much looking forward to it. Do this. And do that. Seriously? Oh, this one feels like it's a little bit more constrained, to be quite honest. I'm not going to lie. Only a couple of shots there. I probably should have been using more of my piercing shots and stuff. We got 55 of it. Alright, let's see. There we go. And we'll just use a regular shot here. Nearly missed that one. I should probably just be using my ricochet shots. Oh, that's sick. That is so cool. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that is very cool. That is super cool, man. Getting the combo kills like that must be like... It is so sick. Alright, I just need to be a bit cautious here. I probably should be using my cryo one a little bit more. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we'll just do this. I'm gonna avoid using my cryo and hydro ones because that could be a little bit chaotic otherwise. Okay, let me use my regular shots here. Yeah, we got enough piercing shots, so I'm not too worried about that, but I am a little bit worried about my... I'm a little bit worried about my regular shots. There we go. I didn't realize how much of an angle I actually had, man. Alright, let's do this. Alright, there we go. We got some shots here. Okay, we've run out of some of the shells, but it's fine. Oh, I could go crazy with it. Oh, there we go. I love that. And that ending is literally just keep ricocheting it all over the place. That must be that is pretty cool. All right, there we go. Yeah, this event was fun. I like it. I like it. Short event, very straightforward. Took me what, about 20 minutes to do it, basically, give or take. Even if at that, I think that's fun. I think it's a fun event. Again, a lot of people kind of talk about like, oh, at least HSR has long events or whatever it is, or any other game. I'm like, I don't care if the events are long or not. For me, what's more important is the event fun, even if it's like a 30-minute event or 20-minute event or whatever it may be, or if it's longer. As long as it's fun, it's got something that I can look forward to, I'm okay with it. I'm more than fine with it. Like, for example, one of the other events that I have to kind of talk a little bit about is the anecdote event. I think that's such a cool concept, purely because for the first time in 5 years of this game being alive, we have the opportunity to interact with characters in the overworld. I think that's fantastic for me personally, and it just adds to the flavor of this game quite a lot more, and I know that, of course, that could also potentially lead to characters being present in the overworld as well. I think it's cool. Even a whole company couldn't take out as many monsters as you based on the current situation. There's no way those monsters can escape the ruins. My ears are still ringing. Hey man, listen. We got those shots going, baby. Muzzle device. Oh god, a silencer. Hey man, he got that silence barrel going on. Can't thank you enough for your help, Protoboss, and of course that of your little assistant. Unless we forget the vital role you played, Miss Marine. The reward money has already been earmarked for Protoboss, but once I've sold the cannon, I'll split the proceeds with you 50-50. You want to split the money for me? I don't care much for Mora, but I wouldn't say no for some fermented Tidalga. And it needs to be wheat-based alcohol, none of that fruity nonsense. Hey, yo, alcohol in my Genshin Impact? I mean, we got some alcohol down there. I need to have alcohol, do an alcohol stream at some point in the near future. Maybe next week. We'll do something next week. Maybe we'll do a longer 12 stream and do an alcohol stream most likely, if possible. I guess you're right. I'm giving up on all your previous work isn't really your style. Come to think of it, apart from installing God Mix, I'd target identification. With that specialized protection detail in place, we shouldn't have to worry about our monsters getting into our blind spots, and sell them as a pre-packaged solution. Solving all our customers' problems with one complete package, that's definitely something worth looking to. Hey man, business ideas, baby. Business ideas. Business ideas. Very good. And one beautiful thing about doing a small event is it completes my commissions in frame 1, baby. Frame 1, baby. Let's go. How much primos are we at right now? I want to see. It's not bad, I would say. 2 pity, basically. Let's be real. That's basically 2 pities, which is good, because right now, in terms of the NOD-KRAI, actually, you know what I'm going to do right now? Before we get into the anecdotes and stuff like that, let me pull up the... let's do this. 1 second. NOD-KRAI characters. I don't know who... We still don't have a complete idea on who's playable, who's not playable, stuff like that. We still don't exactly have an idea on that front yet. But I want to kind of talk about who all we have and see who all we're gonna potentially get. So actually, let me just do this really quickly. Can this come up? Let's see. Will this pop up if I change it to this? No. Hold on a minute. Will it show me if I pop up this? There we go. That works. So right now, and obviously you guys can jump in and, mention who you guys are going for and stuff like that. Right now, for me, if I were to just, let me do this, switch to green, and we've got red as well. All right, there we go. So green is characters I'm planning on going for. Red is characters I'm not going for. Yes, Nicole, I know, not really. We'll put a red dot on her. Varka is both, kind of. Depends on when he releases. It's a bit of a stop-go system with him. He's orange right now. He's orange. I'm still not sure. Durin, unfortunately, is a red for me. Sandrone, if she's playable, I'm hearing murmurs she's not playable, but I'm hoping she's playable, is a green for me. Flynn's is a pass. I'm going to be skipping him, unfortunately. Llama is also a green and orange for me. Just depends on her kit. Realistically, I love to go back to being a Dendro main. Hey, listen, there was a good solid year and a half, 2 years where I was literally just running a Bloom team. So I wouldn't mind it, to be honest. I really wouldn't mind it. Jahoda is a no. I mean, again, if Aino and Jahoda, I think they're most likely going to be 4 stars, to be quite honest. So I'm not sure, obviously, on this just yet, of course, right? This is such a maybe thing. We'll see. Nefer, I really would like to go for, definitely. But there is a small part of me that's just gonna put a slight red there, slight tinge of red. But more green, more green. Columbina, yes. Alice, yes. This is what I'm looking at most likely right now, man. I think I'm gonna be most likely going for this. For me personally, what I would love to go for me is both the Hex and Circle members, purely because they apparently work well together. But for me personally, my priority is, as much as I love the look of Alice, Nicole's design and just the way she's being portrayed, I really like, to be quite honest. So far, Nicole's been my favorite, to be quite honest. Not gonna start a daily Nicole or timely Nicole anytime soon on Twitter, but still, it's one of those that I would love to go for sure. Nicole's definitely one of my favorites coming out of the NOD-KRAI teaser, to be quite honest. Just her appearance and everything, and of course, just generally small interactions we've had so far from Fontaine and everything. I really like her voice actress as well, the Japanese voice actress. So definitely would like to go for Nicole. But the others are also very promising. I mean, both the Dendro characters, Nefer and Lauma, are looking very promising. Again, just depends on their release and everything. Lauma, I know, is going to be most likely our first character we get, because she's already had her, model ready to go, basically, based on the trailer we got last week in the live stream, right? But I'm not sure yet. Let's see. Llama is Dendro. She's gonna be Dendro. We still don't know if she's gonna be like a DPS, support, sub DPS. We still don't know yet on that front. Durin looks so good. Durin looks really cool, but again, and I love, trust me, with lore wise, with Albedo and everything, would be amazing to get him. But I just think that generally, looking at how much we've got, right, this is kind of like it's basically the Fontaine situation all over again. I like the look of everybody. I can't go for everybody. It's just not feasible. It's just not feasible. But yeah, I love the look of Nicole. Varka looks amazing. I love the design they've gone for him. I know everybody wanted a beard on him, but I think the way they've gone for him right now, in all honesty, it still works extremely well. It's basically Japard and Aventurine from HSR, but way more rugged. In all honesty, it's just way more rugged and way more like that sort of like knight style approach, which is exactly what he is, and I think that's fantastic. It would have been appreciated if they'd gone for a slightly different color scheme compared to Aventurine, but still, same thing. Sandrone would be amazing to pick up, of course, if she is actually playable, but we're gonna have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, Nefer is confirmed to be Dendro main DPS, so maybe sub DPS or support has to be then. I'd imagine so. Ooh, would be nice if she's like a healer, so sort of like off-field healer kind of Dendro unit, to be quite honest. Basically a Baiju replacement for me personally, because I never got Baiju. Would be nice to pick that up, to be quite honest, because then I could probably still go back and run this as well, if I want to, if I could go and run Nilo. And I've heard apparently that all the lunar blessings are to do with hydro reactions, so electro charge, vape, potentially, this bloom, hyper bloom, stuff like that. If all the lunar reactions are to do with hydro reactions, bagad, having the likes of any hydro unit, to be quite honest, as well as Dendro unit mixed within a NOD-KRAI unit that can produce and give us these lunar reactions, be it a lunar hydro character. Oh my god, if we get a NOD-KRAI character that's gonna be hydro, I mean, that's gonna just trigger every single reaction under the sun, to be quite honest. That's gonna trigger everything under the sun. I would like these two to justify me going for Nilo, because I love Nilo's design. Hey man, I can't disagree, man. I've got Nilo. Nilo was like one of my favorites to pick up, to be quite honest, as well. I've got her ready, and I would love to go back to using her at some point in the near future as well. But right now, I don't have any justification, because of just generally how, not mid, but just generally how behind the Dendro meta is compared to everything else right now, with Melt, with Freeze and everything. That's all just been getting support over the last couple of months, to be quite honest, if not last year now. So it would be nice. It would be nice because I'd probably, depending on the situation, right? I mean, I would love to keep Nahida on the team, of course, but what might happen, depending on the situation, right? Is I didn't want to deploy it. Kokomi goes probably. 1 second. Can I quick setup? There we go. Kokomi goes, Kole goes, Nahida stays potentially depending on the situation. If they can update Nahida's C2 to feature lunar reactions as well and stuff, Nahida can stay. But then it would be Nefer and this potentially. Nefer and Lauma in here potentially. Maybe giving us also maybe a Kalambina maybe in this as well. Having Kalambina in here as well maybe could help as well, because Hydro, if she's Hydro off field from what murmurs are saying, then oh boy, that could be tasty. Lauma, this one, Nilo and Kalambina, or Ban Nahida potentially. As much as I hate to say it, Ban Nahida, and you've got Nilo, Lauma, Nefer, and Kalambina would be kind of sick. Again, that is assuming Lauma is going to heal the team as well, or Kalambina potentially, assuming their off-field supports or whatever they are ending up being. The thing is, right, it's also very possible that, well, so far, I mean, assuming Kalambina is setting up to be this the Archon, right? We know she's going to be the moon goddess in some format, or she's going to do... The best way to put it is she's going to be in, having the influence of the moon in some way, shape, or form, and she's going to become the moon goddess, or she is linked to the moon goddess in some way. There's something going on there, right? There's something going on there. We know about that. So far, every Archon has been primarily support at their core outside of Malvika. And even Malvika, to be honest, you could constitute also a help in being a sort of support as well, a sub DPS, if you will, right? Because of the way she's able to off-field pyro and inflict damage, right? You could argue that and say that she could also technically be a support, but I would say that she's more DPS than anything else, right? If you look at Venti, support. Zhongli, support, shielder, right? Raiden, technically DPS at C2, but prior to that, support. Nahida, support. Farina, sub DPS support kind of thing, right? And then of course Malvika comes in and she's DPS slash support kind of, basically more DPS than support. But with the way the trend has been going, I mean, if Kalambina is support, I hope she's a healer support, if anything, purely because of the fact that we've not had a healer since, well, technically, I say healer, he's not really a healer, but he's, in that sense, defensively a healer kind of thing. Zhongli, right? Zhongli is the last one where we've had a sustained support unit from our Archon slash God character. So, would be kind of nice, would be kind of nice to get another one of that with Kalambina potentially. The film sellers sure got a loose tongue. I told him to keep quiet. Man, seeing Yula reminds me of how she low-key got nailed in terms of practical play. It's just physical was never going to... I see what they were trying to do with Yula, right? And it did work. Let's not get it twisted. I used Yula for a solid year, pretty much. Year and a half. But the moment you start introducing stuff with like Dendro and everything, right? And you come into that whole meta of now we're going all reactions. The reactions play is gonna outpace what you can do with physical by a mile. It's unfortunate in that sense, It's kind of unfortunate in that regards to see how they've done physical, but it was inevitable. I think they should have just stuck with, focus on the elements, ignore physical. In my opinion, if there's anything I would love them to do first in terms of buffs or anything, get rid of physical and buff up Eula to be a primary cryo unit in some way, shape, or form, or do something with cryo. I think that would help Eula immensely for one. And number two, you just get rid of the deadwood that is physical. Because physical, I mean, what? Mika and Eula. That's all we've got. We don't have anybody physical otherwise. You could do physical runs. I know people challenge themselves and do physical, but it's worthless in my opinion. She won't improve any vacation. I even promised to leave my cameras and spare film rolls behind during any personal trip to Natlan. It's not like I lied to her. I might have just omitted a detail or two. And then that scoundrel that sold me the film went and sold me out too. You crazy went straight to my... Aren't you an adult? Wait. Even if I can't go to Natlan, NOD-KRAI is fair game. I don't need to fund the tribute. I've got plenty of savings. Hang on. She's the perfect place for a vacation. So Charlotte is now Miss Worldwide, basically. We knew she was already Miss Worldwide. She was the only, I think, character we'd seen in every region, if I'm not mistaken. She's probably going to turn up in NOD-KRAI Frame 1. So, yeah, fair enough. The Adventurer's Paradise and Elysium, its reputation alone is worth writing a few pieces about. I'll need some warm clothes and a whole lot of spare film and equipment. Otherwise, I'll need to find lodging on my own. You can camp with me. I'm heading there next as well. It's great seeing you so excited. I'm very much looking forward to it, man. This is always the case with me, man. As we start approaching like the X.0 versions and stuff like that, it's always this hype just generates always, always looking forward to seeing how the story is going to progress, where we're going to go in terms of, the characters. What characters am I looking forward to summoning? What do I like the designs of? Stuff like that. I mean, one thing we could also do actually really quickly as well is check out the map as well. We've got obviously our first look at NOD-KRAI as well, map-wise. So I'm actually going to take a look at that as well in a second. We can do that in a moment once I'm done climbing up this fucking place in Fontaine. I always hate climbing up in Fontaine, man. It's always a pain. Oh, surely that should be enough of a height, man. Come on now. Man, all I wanted to do is get up to Lynette, man. Alright, I'll just go this way. This is kind of annoying. Pray for me. I have 100 pulls for Sitlali and Shaska and then 6 point... Oh, yeah, brother, you're cooked, man. I don't know what to tell you, but I think you are cooked. I think that's the definition of being cooked. On a side note, what are my thoughts on the Persona Phantom X game and the drama around it? Didn't see or read much into it as I wanted to hear your thoughts. For me, it's a case of it's just greed from the publisher side of things, purely because I feel like this is just Sega being Sega, to be quite honest. I do think, personally, for me, in all honesty, I'm gonna still play it, but it, whereas once I would have been, based on just how, the CN side is treated and stuff like that, or how the CN developers are handling that game, the game, I would have been more than fine with spending money on the game. But right now, the way it is just that it's mainly just Sega being Sega. For me personally, I think it's nice that they've at least acknowledged that there are issues. The problem is they've acknowledged it and ignored it, kind of thing, is my problem, more so than anything else. What they perceive is not a big problem is a big problem, because you've just basically said that, we have a way of doing it. You should just ignore what's happening on the CN side, which I disagree with, to be quite honest. We don't live in a world now where, the games are, or not games necessarily, but where the internet is not that accessible to where we don't know what's happening on other servers and stuff, right? So you can't just say that, oh, just ignore what they're doing on that side and stuff like that. I kind of disagree with that wholeheartedly, to be quite honest. And I think what they're doing with the standard banner and stuff like that is also very stupid, in all honesty. I just think that's very dumb, to be quite honest. It should just be added right after, or at least a patch or two after, in my opinion. I think that would be fine. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm still gonna play it because I'm at least gonna play it for the story side of things. As a Persona fan, that's for me personally. I want to at least experience it that way. But whereas I would want to support it with, monetary support, potentially, at least buying the battle pass or the monthly pass, every month. I'm not gonna do that anymore. There's no reason for me to do so, to be quite honest. I don't personally think it's worth it. I only want to support games that I think are worth it, or at least I know is going to, you know, end up being good in some way, shape, or form. It's why I spent initially on the game, because I thought, oh, it's going to be exactly the same, maybe a little bit of adjustments here and there, but for the most part it's going to be the same, right? I thought that's at least what I thought. And then of course, bam, 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 they decided to just throw it in our faces and say, here you guys go. I'm more curious to see what they're going to do once we actually match inevitably with the CN version, how they're going to handle it from there, because that's where things will get interesting, to be quite honest, to see how they're going to balance the rewards. Is it going to be the exact same? Is it going to be different? That's where I'm going to get quite interested in seeing how they're going to handle it. But anyways, right now for me, I'm playing it very casually. I'm going to enjoy the story side of things. I'll play the updates. I know we've obviously got the most recent update. I haven't streamed it. I'll probably stream it tomorrow, most likely. I'll probably stream and play a little bit of it tomorrow evening. But yeah, that's just my personal opinion right now. I completely understand if people don't want to play it anymore, and I think that's completely fair. I think a lot of people are just continuously just sending in feedback and just putting in negative reviews on Steam and stuff, which I think is the right way to go about it. Do it. I think that's the best way to get, you know, some eyes on it. Don't spend on the game. That's the most important thing. And if you feel really, really strong about it, don't play it at all. I think that is the only way they're gonna understand, okay, maybe we fucked it up here a little bit. And anyways, I don't see us getting any more further changes anytime soon. They might think that this is enough. 1.3 will go. Maybe 1.4 they might be like, oh shit, maybe we kind of fucked it up quite a bit. But yeah. But someone never power off normally. This one randomly kept restarting in the middle of the night. They'd clatter all around, terrifying around anyone at night. Someone even got so scared they fell into the water and nearly drowned. Oh no, that's not good. He only knows how to finish machines so they work, not how to fix them so they break. But I do. Fix them so they break. You don't have to be so proud of it. Oh, that's cute. You'll be bringing me a cake soon. One machine equals one cake. How many machines have you? The reward for the next machine is a berry cake, berry jam filling. Okay, she's sugar addicted is the best way to put it, I guess. We'll let Lynette do her thing. We'll just let her do her thing, I guess. All right, who else do we have left? I love these ones, man. I love these anecdotes. To be honest, they're so good. In my opinion, I think they've handled them so well. I think I would still like them to do the anecdotes, by the way, in the future. Even if they do end up adding like the characters in the overworld and stuff, right? I'd love for them to keep updating it with anecdotes. It's basically kind of like having, it's not the same as having the hangouts, but it's similar-ish to the point where it's like small snippets into what they're doing on a day-to-day basis and stuff like that. Speaking of hangouts, I say this every time, I may have to break into the hangouts bank soon. It blew my heart away for seemingly for no reason, but no sooner had I caught it that I ran into you. There's a researcher I'm looking for, one who's also interested in magic. He said he'd like to talk shop with me. Word is that he's invented all kinds of fantastic devices that are perfect for some truly amazing trick. Oh. A thin ice would slide down through his sleeve. The ice trick, one of his myriad magic tricks. Fair enough. Feels like, yeah, I was gonna say it's like a sleight of hand, basically. Just think about it. Your poor office worker is sweltering behind your desk. You want nothing more than to head out and buy the ice cold Fanta to quench your thirst. So you have a miniature thermos with ice. I mean, you know what? Fair enough. I mean, I would feel slightly impressed, but that's only one. I say with the Archon of ice cubes. I'd love to help him refine his close quarter tricks and improve the impact of his close-up performances. They'll think I need to get closer. No, 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 closer. I must see what surprises this magician's got in store for me. Oh. Thank you. Thanks for playing along. You truly are the best audience I could ask for. As long as you're beside me, I know even the thorny tricks will go off without a hitch. Hey yo. Hey yo, is that a proclamation? I see you, Lenny. I see you. I appreciate that for the rose. Very nice, though. Very, very nice. All right, who's next? Who do we have next? Nobody in Fontaine, don't think so. Let's go to Natlan, maybe. I don't know if there's anybody Sumeru-wise. I think it's all just Natlan or Inazuma peeps left, if I'm not mistaken. Don't think so. Let's see Inazuma. Ah, there's two of them. Heizo and Mizuki. And I saw Yaimiko up top, actually. We'll start with Mizuki. And Heizo. They're both right next to each other. Okay, very good. Wait. Oh, she's obviously in her Isa bathhouse, of course. Where are we saying? Shion? There she is. Oh, Layla! That's no good. The abstract needs to be more detailed. I wasn't expecting Layla here. If you had the power to redo Sumeru, what changes would you do? For me, it's arguably the weakest region, so to say. Really? I mean, for me, I think the weakest is been, well, either Mondstadt or Inazuma. Mondstadt, just because it's the primary region, obviously I would make it more up-to-date in terms of maybe adding a bigger city, more towns in and around Mondstadt, you know, mini towns and locations. And Inazuma, I'd just say the story needs a complete, like, not complete redo, but like a revamp in terms of certain decisions and stuff. I would improve massively. With Sumeru, the only thing I can think of is probably the desert, to be quite honest. I would probably make it a little bit more accessible for people in that sense, or maybe do something where you had more of a better pacing with how the map updated, in terms of like, okay, you have some of the rainforest available, the desert available, then you do some more rainforest, some more desert, rainforest, and then desert, and that would have been it, kind of thing, you know. Whereas it was just desert expansion, where obviously people didn't enjoy the exploration side of things, and that's, I guess, from a perspective of an explorer. Story wise, I don't really have major problems, to be quite honest. I love the cast. To be quite honest, the cast has been was very well done, in my personal opinion. I don't really have any issues with the cast necessarily. What else could I say? The traveling was, well, you could argue and say that, well, actually no, Inazuma really pioneered that first whole thing of the Electroprana and, you know, being able to do the grapple ropes and stuff like that. And then, of course, they made it much more accessible in Sumeru because you didn't need to go and get a specific item to go and travel around and stuff. I would say it's just the exploration side of things that was, you could argue and say, weak when it came to Sumeru, to be quite honest. I would probably say. I wouldn't go that, so that just long-term insomnia, terror, paranoia, and as well as acute tinnitus and vertigo. Oh god. Okay, Layla's suffering. Layla has got major issues. I'd rather face the monsters. If you go, at least you'll never worry about anything else again. But the thesis, I don't even know what counts as a success or failure. I finally squeezed the third draft out, but upon seeing it, my advisor just flipped it face down on the desk and said, "It's good to kick back and relax right now." Where would you be? What would you say is the problem with Sumeru, is my question. I know one game that would make you drop everything to stream it all over again, Danmachi. I mean, if I go back, if you told me that Danmachi 2 was coming out, of course, I'd love to play it again and stream it and maybe make videos on it, for sure, no doubt about it. I wouldn't drop everything, that's a bit of a stretch, to be honest. But it is something I would definitely get back into heavily, for sure. I would probably abandon Persona and jump onto that instead, probably. Yeah. Genshin and HSI I wouldn't drop. No chance. Maybe my advice thinks I'm totally when the lights left her eyes. This must be my advice's last gift, the last bath I will ever take. Okay, she's dying. Doing star charts forever. Yeah, she's losing it. It's just as the letter said. Wait, is Mizuki gonna be able to fix Layla in some way? Yeah, that's exactly why I would say that Mondstadt I can't really unfairly judge in that sense. You know, it was the first region, so that's why I wouldn't really, you know, put too much pressure on it. For me, I think Inazuma's cast is really good. The region itself is also pretty solid, I would say. And traveling is not too bad. I would say it's a little bit clunky at times, for sure. At least compared to when we went to Sumeru and then afterwards went to Fontaine, and then Natlan has been probably the best traveling we've had. But I would say, yeah, right? I would agree with that. In terms of Sumeru, it's probably just the weakness is the traveling, whereas Inazuma was story side. And even then with the story, again, I would say it's just improvements that need to be made at various points. Act 2 probably is the biggest point where we need to, where improvements needed to have been made. I'm going in now. If there's any letters for me, please sign them for me. Wait, don't die. Don't drown yourself. I'll help her. In fact, I've already come up with the preliminary treatment. I hope she's not gonna drown. I'm relying on you, Mizuki. Don't let her die. Alright, where's Ahaizo? Okay, he's here now. And just like that, she's left. She looked like she was in pain. What's about it this time? Was there but one truth? Madame Kujosara would not approve of closing case if there was any doubt. She probably won't come after me for leaking the case details. Potentially not. Okay, so he had frequent second-hand bookshops to put. Okay.
でも恥ずかしさのあまり、彼は計画を実行せず肩を落として家に帰る途中、彼はその手紙をぐしゃぐしゃにして捨てよう。その時、ちょうど古本屋の前を通りかかった。そこで彼は悩み事を言った。
Okay, so he's just a novel reader.
避けるべき食人事を読み終えて、彼は家に帰った。
Oh no, he left the book stuck in the dumbass.
読んでいた時、家に帰ってそれに気づいた瞬間。
His book had already been sold. Oh no. Poor kid.
何が何でも取り戻さないと。絶窮地に陥った彼は以前に読んだ犯罪小説の手口で手紙をこっそり取り戻す彼に才能があったのか、小説の描写が詳しすぎたのか、はたまた稲妻の血、彼は本で読んだ犯行手口を使って家に忍び込むことに成功し。
He used the criminal techniques in the book to conduct numerous break-ins and threw all of Hanamizaka in chaos. So did he find the letter? The public got more and more restless. Oh, and he found the letter.
そしたら手紙がページの隙間から落ち
Oh my god. Poor guy.
そこで僕は犯人が放課後 学び屋から出てくるのを待ち伏せた。もちろんしたよ。
He did turn tail and was about to bolt, so I just said, oh no, did he recite the letter?
逃げたらこの手紙を片思いの隣の
I mean, that's one way to do it, I suppose.
そしたらおとなしく戻ってきた。
Whoa. You know what? One second, can I find that gif? The sliding guy gif? One second. It's this one. It literally is this meme. One second. Can I'm gonna try and bring it up on stream if I can. It's literally this meme. I wasn't expecting to see it here, but it's literally this one. It literally is this meme. I was like, wait a second, wait, what? Maybe not in the same context necessarily, but close enough. I love what Genshin's been doing in terms of just the animations of characters just, you know, doing weird shit. Obviously, it's not like to the level of Zen-ness and stuff like that, but it's still very nice in my opinion. Much better than what HSR has been doing, to be honest. HSR needs to buck up a bit, man. It's getting better, but still is pretty shit, to be quite honest. They might unknowingly turn into fools who cross their line. Yes, constantly right now even. Tread lightly then should you act on these thoughts, I might get you on your trail. We'll be capping you in irons. To say nothing of the shaping when she leads you around. I mean, hey, if Kujo Sara wants to lead me around in cuffs, I'm not complaining. Although his overtime beckons again. Alright, there we go. Very nice, very nice. I think we had a Yaimiko one here. Alright, there we go. Let's go to the top of the map. And I think we'll see her somewhere around these ends. Where is she? Wait, where is she? Yoo-hoo! Ah.
こんにちは、旅人さん。おみくじを引きにいらっしゃったのですか?
Oh? But I want my fortune slip so that I can go for this. I mean, I still see 3 boxes, so his stall's ready.
筒もみくじ竹もあります。ただ、
Or we've run out of the corresponding fortune slips?
結果の書いてある紙がもうないのです。それはあなたの運次第です。おみくじは社の方で準備中です。
That depends on your fortune. We're currently preparing new slips.
おみくじを引いてください。
Okay.
あなたの運次
That
第です。
depends on your fortune? I love it. We're going in circles, you know? We are, and you've looped around to get great fortune indeed.
おやおや、誰かと思えばわっぱではないか。おみくじを引きに来たのか?
Man, you know what I can't wait for? I can't wait for Yaimiko and Alice's interactions, considering Alice is the only one who's made her cry. That's gonna be good.
稲妻の面々は年を増すごとにどんどんと不安が募るようでの。おみくじの消費量も年々増え続けておるのじゃ。つい先日おみくじを補充したばかりだというのに、もうなくなってしまう。
We just restocked earlier too, and poof, gone again. Even the great fortune slips are nearly gone. Truly, the troubles of being a Guji never cease.
今日は運が良かったの。ほれリンゴ、受け取れ。新しいおみくじ。
300 fortune. Good fresh gold fortune slips. Oh my god.
それは稲妻、ほれほれわっぱよ。おみくじを引きに来たのじゃろう。こっちへ来るのじゃ。目を塞いで心して。
Now be sure to draw well. These aren't your everyday fortunes. You know, there's the Guji A's special slips. Alright, what do we get? Bad fortune. Oh, it is a great fortune. Fair enough. You're in the Grand Narukami Shrine. Is it so strange that my ears will be a little sharper within its bounds? You know what? Just because Yei has given us the great fortune, what Lady Guji wrote was the good fortune slips, the bad ones are yet to be completed. Surely such power should be used to tell fortune, foretell doom and gloom. Oh, Ringo's the one who does the misfortune ones.
は小吉の続きをしたために行くとしよう。
Fair
パ
enough.
ッパよ、今日の幸運を楽しむがよい。
She's just trying to slack off, isn't
今日
she?
の幸運を
You know what? Fair enough. Touche. Alright. You know what? Just because, you know, she's given us some good luck and stuff, we'll do a single on Emily's banner. Just because you never know. Could I get Emily? Probably not. Unlikely. Yeah, never mind. Hey man, listen, I was trying to see if I could invoke some craziness from Our Lady Guji's shenanigans. Oh, I forgot I have a single here as well. What do I get here? Oh, nothing. Absolutely fuck all. Never mind. Never mind. Oh yeah, monthly reset should happen soon. Let me just double check if I've done everything. Yeah, okay. Also, I can buy a Yelan skin when it comes out, which would be very good. Man, I really wish her skin was a 5-star skin, to be quite honest. You know, with new animations and stuff like that, would be sick. Surprised they did it once with D-Look and then just said, nah, not again. It took too much. It took too much from us. Alright. We have Ayato left, and who else? I'm just trying to see if there's anybody else that we've got left. Dea over here. I think those are the only ones left. Let's check. No, we still got a couple more left. Ayato, Toma, Sayu, Kirara, Dea, Sino. Oof. Not a lot. Only 6 more to go, but not a lot left. Alright, let's start with Ayato. Let's see what's up. We've done everything with this one. We've done... I'm quickly, sorry, before I go any further. We're done with this. We're done with Spiral Abyss. And... Stygian is already done, so yeah, we're fine. Okay, let's go and talk to Ayato then. Was just making sure I've done everything I needed to, which we have. Beautiful stuff. This style has a certain lighthearted charm. I believe Ayaka would find it pleasing. Doing some clothing shopping, Ayato. Fortuitous encounter, Gale. I previously pre-ordered a batch of fabrics from Ogura's, and they would typically be delivered to the Kamisato estate for us to make our selection. Ah, okay. Were these meant for ordinary use, then they would be handled by the relevant staff? Makes sense. Okay, so these are for the official functions. Man, you know what I'm wishing for? You know, now that, you know, Zenless has gotten, like, skins for the MCs and stuff, can we start getting skins as well in Genshin? I'd appreciate it. HSR as well can get it, but more so Genshin, if possible. Por favor. Oh no, the guy got bribed. I never realized clothing could sound so complicated. Would you lend me your judgment? You are one of our most esteemed guests. More importantly, you're Ayaka's close friend. Rather than being merely okay, I would say none are better suited. Ooh, I like purple a little bit more. I'm gonna go to the right. It wasn't the dilemma. I just went for colors that I like, to be quite honest. I just went for the colors that I like. Yeah, I'd lean a little bit more to... Actually, I like the design a lot more on the left, to be quite honest. Never mind. You know what? I blundered, but it's okay. Actually, no, if the design is the one that I'm seeing here, it's a lot more subtler, but I do like it a little bit more. Actually, nah, I stick with what I have. I stick with what I said. Right was indeed better, in all honesty. I prefer that. Alright. Let's move over to Dea, who was all the way... Let me just check if I'm missing anything here. No. Let's move all the way. Not here, but I just wanted to just check in case I missed anything. Sino is there. We will come back there. Let's go to Dea first. So off to the Fontaine we go. Off the Fontaine we go. Boom, 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 boom. Man, I'll still say one thing, man. With NOD-KRAI's release as well coming up and everything, I'll still maintain, even though Yupeng's gone and everything, and I know some people have been posting like, oh, Yupeng's gone and all that sort of stuff for the last couple of years now. It feels like it's been about what, a year and a half, 2 years since he's left. I think he left pre Fontaine pretty much. Dude, the music in Genshin still banger, man. Let's get one more clip. Yeah, those moves are perfect. Okay, brought on as a bodyguard for a Fontanian merchant ship. We docked at Maritime Harbor 2 days ago, and it'll be a while before we depart, so I figured I'd do some sightseeing. The craftsmanship's exquisite, and those dance moves, now that's what I call elegance. You're into dancing too? This is for my lady Dunya Zard and Nilo, though. They're working on some new choreography and have been asking for ideas. Coppelius. Not only does he have to spin his partner around at high speed, but he also needs to lift her up. Between my lady and who's... You've definitely got the muscle for it. I can muddle my way through some simple steps of complex routine. Of course I liked it, but I'm just not cut out to be a dancer. Looks like you'll finally see some old use again. I wonder how the new mobs are gonna look like, and the new, not mobs only, but like new bosses are gonna look like in NOD-KRAI, to be quite honest. Because I ain't gonna lie, like obviously in Fontaine the bosses like Coppelius was super cool. Having, of course, the crab dude was not bad. I never really fought the crab dude that often, but then this one was pretty cool. This one was shit, to be quite honest. I'm not gonna lie. It was shit. This guy was pretty cool as well. But then Natlan, banger after banger. The Quacosaur, the Yumkasaur, I hated this one, but it was pretty cool having the Shadow Clones, of course. Pretty cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what they've got in store for us in terms of that. Alright, let's see now. Where was I going next? Sino. He was somewhere here. I was like, I can't remember where he's gone. Alright, this way. Let's go over here. Oh, Tainari is there as well. Is that Tainari? Yeah, Tainari. Couldn't recognize who it was. I promised Kale some rich mushroom soup tonight. Other than mushrooms, I still device for some seasoning. Oh no. No, before he starts. Is he Mike? Ah, I see what she's done there. It's you, Gail. That joke wasn't bad. Allow me to soak it in. Micro. Not bad, I like it. Sign no more. Please, you two, that's enough. It was almost happy. I haven't found any Nayu's mushrooms. No, brother, it's nice mushrooms. It's Tainari. After all, the newsrooms have get to be. Okay, that's bad. You're finishing every last group of this soup, right? Got that? Okay, is that it? That's just the, oh my god. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, who all do we have left? Kirara, Toma, Sayu. All have to be Sumeru or Liyue. Let's go Liyue first because Kirara can be anywhere, man. What the fuck? They've given me Kirara out of all people, man. She can be literally anywhere, man. I knew she would be in leeway. Alright, let's see. Where? Wait. Oh, there she is. Batman. It's so hot. So it's still too much. But this doesn't taste any good if left to cool for too long. Oh, Kirar they just delivered a bunch of fresh fish from Inazuma. After all, a bit of heat is worth 3 fresh ingredients. So good, hot, so good. Yeah. Is she okay? You got plenty of cold dishes here in Leeway too. I can whip one up. Cold water, soak it in some cold water, cool it off first. Oh, she's got a cat's tongue after all. She's cooked. Yeah, it's a bit better. Let me think, what are some good choices for cold dishes? Aww. I added some steamed potatoes, sweet flowers, as well as dried plums and berries. Why did you eat it already? I think she's dead. It only helps with the spiciness while it's in your mouth. Here, here's another. This time, don't just scarf it down. Okay, she was getting cooked, basically. Kirara, not in good state. I love these anecdotes, man. They're so cool. Alright, where were we off to next? Toma has to be here. Oh, Toma Mizuki. Where's Sayu? Alright. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's go over here now. We'll start off with Mizuki because, of course, that is going to be something I'm curious about with Layla's situation. Layla... I don't want to see Layla dead. That's the reason why. Oh, that's concerning. Where is she? Ah. I was gonna say, uh-oh. Is she dead? Don't mistake me, little Miss Yokai. I am Layla. I'm just sleepwalking right now. And I'm Sobriquet. Your personality is the opposite of Miss Layla's, almost like a mask worn over. Oh shit. I wasn't expecting this. But let me be clear, lies are of no use here. Oh boy. I'm one of a kind, and what's more, I'm nothing like you assume. At most, I help her with her homework and draw some star charts after she finally falls asleep. She's been pushing herself harder lately, piling more pressure on herself now that she'd admitted. But I know absolutely everything that goes on her mind. Such intense, interjected aggression. The opposite, her advisor and classmates all praise her to the skies. This is... I guess you could say that Layla has a form of... Would you classify this as OCD? I will admit and say I'm not... You know, I feel like it's OCD can be anything and everything, to be quite honest, and I'm not too familiar with what exactly is and isn't OCD, to be quite honest. But I'd imagine this would classify this as OCD.
それも悪くないわね。
Is that so great? Looking forward to it.
どうかした？妖怪のお姉さん。私はレイラよ。さっき消え
Rather than disappearing, it'd just be the mask being dropped.
ちょっと私を支えておいてくれない？そろそろ。
Wait, are we gonna fix Layla off the record? In an anecdote?
私どうして？ありがとう。私
I'm not. I didn't say anything rude or do anything I shouldn't have, did I?
大丈夫。安心して。でも、レイラさんが診察中に突
Okay.
なさい。ここ数週
It
間。
must be because I've barely slept these past few weeks. As soon as I stop sleeping, well, I start
さっきはよく
sleepwalking.
眠れたかな？
よく眠れたみたい。
I don't feel dizzy and my vision isn't blurry either.
変な夢を見たの。
And then someone was sitting next to me the
顔は
whole
よく
time.
見えなかったけど
I couldn't see her
誰
face,
か
but she was
が私の
holding my
こと
hand.
何か言ってたみたいだけど、よく聞こえなかった。ただ、
I just felt like
そ
her
の子が
presence
隣に
comforted me.
そう、夢は川を流れる費用だよ。時々思い出す分にはいいけど。
But should you try to reach out and grab them?
はい。今日の
はい。ありがとうご。じゃあ、私は。
You know, I think I can write a great abstract now. A bit obsessive, no? I wonder if there has to be a third part then I guess to this as well. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I mean, this has been great, man. Doing these anecdotes, what? We spent about an hour just doing these anecdotes, and I started midway through. I didn't realize the anecdotes would take so long to do, kind of thing, you know, and it's not a bad thing.
つまり
It's not a bad thing necessarily, but yeah.
この火星業務免許を手に入れれば
さすが忍さん、理解が早い。シャブ業が
That's exactly it, Miss Cookie. The Shiro's Commission is promoting training and exams for housekeeping skills to
無職の住民も仕事を見つけやす
job
く
hunting.
旅人か。その通りだ。シャブ業の火星
Wait, why is she
技術の
training to
研修に
become a
ついて聞いてい
housekeeper
る
now? Went from a lawyer to gang member to
ト
now
ーマさ
this.
んによると、研修を受けて試験に合格すれば、シャブ業が発行する資格証がもらえるらしい。
It's a significant advantage for
忍
job
さんの
seekers.
手にかかれば、これ
痛み入る。確かに私は
Ah, she's trying to get a job for every one of the Arataki gang. Yeah, no, it's not happening, buddy.
他の不安なんだ。
Each as a housekeeper? No, 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 no.
親分はこの前まで愛査戦闘で赤すりを担当してたんだが、
Oh my god.
力が強す
He
ぎ
went
て
at it with too hard and ended up scrubbing skin off too. Oh no.
1ヶ月前まで志村屋で串を焼いてたんだが、1本焼くたびに3本食べていたんだ。
Poor guy, man.
一緒にいた守と玄太についても手を焼いてる。心配しなくて済むのは牛尾だけだ。あいつはそう思うのも当然だ。
Right on the money when I asked them, they all
仕
replied
事
in
につい
perfect
て
union.
またクビだ。へへ。答えたんだ。とにかく結論だが、私以外の荒滝派は。
So they're living a free, unstructured lifestyle, bereft of
つま
social
り忍さんは
attachment.
荒滝派のみんなが簡単に仕事を見つけられ
That's
るよ
one
う
way to put it, I
資格の取得を
suppose.
手伝おうとしてるのか。
まさしくその通りだ。
Yeah, brother, Shinobu, I'm gonna tell you right now, it ain't
普通に
happening.
研修を受けて試験に合格するなんて資格が取れたら戻ってきて
Then I can go back and tutor them myself, so that's more likely to succeed.
少し待ってくれ。書類を取ってくる。それと
And to go back and fetch my documents and also give the boss a heads up.
それがいい。忍さんの準備が
She went from being priest to lawyer to gang member to housekeeper. Very cool.
ああ、なるべく早く済ませる。トーマさん、感謝する。
I would say Shinobu is probably one of my favorite side characters. That's very underrated. I still remember when we all slated her kit, but definitely nice. Without her, the Harataki gang would be done for. What's up, Maxwell?
そうだよ。火星技術の研修はシャブ業が和歌の承諾を
Monster?
もらってるよ。
Hey.
何をそんなに驚くことがある。別にみんな鎖国令が
Wait,
解除されて
what's that? What was that? contact between Monster and Inuzuma's risen since the Sakoku decree was lifted, so it's gotten easier to write. No, wait, what was the letter on top? My mom was born and raised in Mondstadt. She's a knight of Favonius. Once I got a letter from her demanding I sent her an Azuman wine so she could taste what you're drinking out there. Wait, we might see Thoma's mom in NOD-KRAI? Wait, we might see Thoma's mom in NOD-KRAI? Hey yo, is everybody just coming in NOD-KRAI now all of a sudden? Fucking Charlotte's going over there. We're gonna see Thoma's mother. Oh, hello Haizo. How are you, brother? How much do you want to go all around this place, man? Oh, more Sino over there. Is there anybody else? No, Villette. All right, we'll leave you. We'll leave you to it for a bit. We'll do something else for a while because we've pretty much done all the events and stuff now. We'll just get this even though it's maxed out pretty much. We've got everything here, all good there. So we're pretty much done on this front, the anecdotes front. The only one I think we have left now to do chronicles wise is literally Sayu's. Everybody else we've done. We've got a couple more to do still, as you can see. Micromanagement, fuck me, man. That's gonna kill. I'm gonna kill somebody for that one. Can't believe that's a thing. But man, it's these anecdotes have all been linked to, not all of them, but so many of them have been linked to NOD-KRAI in some way, shape, or form. It's pretty darn interesting to say the least. You know, it's pretty darn interesting to say the least. Let me go to the this first, the commission's place, to Catherine, who also will be making her appearance. I actually wanted to go over to the web event. Actually, that's what I wanted to do. So let me just do that really quickly. Actually, 1 second. Let me claim all here. Okay, we didn't have anything ready, pretty much. Mail. 1 second. Where is it? I did that already. Where is it? It doesn't give it to me here. Really? Okay. You know what? 1 second. I don't think I'm going to restart Pokemon Sun because of how much I respect the account. Full decks, full 18 boxes, etc. Lol. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I completely forgot that concept overview. That's what I wanted. But no, I understand that. That I completely get. Purely because of, like, come on. I mean, you don't want to waste so much of your, like... That's one thing I wish... they do a little bit of a better job in Pokemon in the future, is giving us multiple slave slots or something, man. It would help so much, to be quite honest. Alright, I wanted to talk about this a little bit because I wanted to see the map a little bit. So this is, of course, the Fatui Island. Which, fuck me, man. I guarantee you, by the way, whatever the Oculus is going to be in this region, whatever it is going to be, it's probably not going to be an Oculus because it's not going to be a Cryoculi. That's going to be in Snezhnaya. It's going to be on top of that mountain, 100%. On top of this machine, 100%. There's going to be one there. I can guarantee you that for free. I can bet you and I will eat a lemon on stream if there's not one on top there. Please don't anybody find out that's going to be the case. Ooh, what's this? Okay, so there's more of us. There's a waypoint over here. We can see that. I wonder where this is located. So this is the map pretty much. I wonder how we're gonna access it and where it is. I know some people were able to do like some echolocation, triangulation things. It's not echolocation, it's triangulation. And they think, this is a think, is that it's somewhere here basically. It's somewhere here. NOD-KRAI is somewhere up here, effectively. I can't zoom out anymore, of course, but what they're saying is it's somewhere here. So I don't know what they're gonna do to fill up this area. If there's gonna be a little bit of land here and then just a lot of ocean until we get over here. You know what I'm gonna do? 1 second. Let me come over here. I want to just see from the far distance if there's anything over in that direction. But Y and Moon got to go. New games for both. Then yeah, you're in a good spot there. All right, let me see. Which direction do I need to go here? Okay, I need to go this way. All right, let's travel over here because I want to see what's in the distance all over the ocean. See what we're bound to expect in that sense. You know, what are we expecting to see? All right, let me just use some of this while we can. Oh, beautiful. There's some good things about Sumeru's travel. They know literally where you want to go, so they've got enough of these up and running, which is pretty darn good. Obviously, I'd like some more as well, to be honest. Imagine if the whole sky was filled with those, but yeah. Alright. Okay, so I mean, if we look over here, there is not much down there. Wait, what is that over there? Oh no, that's Ochka Natlan. Actually, wait a second. You see all of that over there, right? 1 second. Camera? Where's my camera? No, camera. Hold on a minute. That's not what I need. I need to zoom in? No, zoom in. There we go. That is loud. That's loud. Does that not match this? In the left? 1 second, sorry. Should do this. Okay, you know what? Shut up. It's too loud, man. It's too loud. But it matches this, no? Or am I tripping? It matches this in the distance. You see this mountainous area with the fragments in the sky? It kind of matches that. It really does. So I think that might be like so that means NOD-KRAI should be somewhere around here, basically. Not too far off, really. So that would be literally like somewhere here. Okay, why am I... No, I didn't even want anything there. Either way, it should be somewhere here, literally. It should be starting here, which is pretty crazy to say the least. Alright. I love how we're echolocating this already now. Fuck me, man. Can't tell anything from this, but that looks pretty. And this looks like a new area, Blue Amber Lake, of course. Yeah, I can't tell anything. This could be Fontaine's like area maybe, but again, very unlikely, because if it is heading downwards, then if you look at the map here, it should be somewhere here then, probably, right? Which doesn't make any sense. It doesn't line up at all there. So that's going to be something to look out for. We've got Nasha Town, Elysium of Revelry for Explorers. That's a sick tagline, to be honest. Elysium of Revelry. That doesn't show much either. It just gives us a little bit of an indication of what this is. This is Alempo Isle. Again, don't really see much of surroundings in terms of where this could be. And then we'll check over here. So we've got the Frost Moon Science area, of course. The Hisi Island, or the Hisi Island, remnants of the moonlit world, where we have a celestial nail just slammed down into the ground, which is crazy to say the least. But yeah, no real evidence otherwise. The only evidence we have is literally of this. This is the only evidence we have. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see on that front. So we have Paha Island, where the Fatui assemble, Hisi Island remnants, the presence of the abyss grows. Oh god, there's so much to break down here. Wait a second, I didn't even realize this. What do we have here? So Paha Island, where the Fatui assemble. Under the ancient moonlight, the pale star banner casts a shadow as vast and solemn as the northern lands. In the newly established Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau, countless mechanisms churn and whir at all hours of night and day. What rebellious designs does the Forge Hammer's dull thunder conceal? Even their own soldiers stand in ignorance, blind as the anvil. Oh god. That is pretty intense, I must say. The forces of Snezhnaya encroach like the winter, and the Fatui raise aloft the flags of their harbingers. What is it that they seek? So we, of course, have Columbina, Piero, and Sandrone. The idol of the new moon, carved by the signs of the far north, now lies caged in a prison of steel. Do they wish to harness its power, or simply display Snezhnaya's unparalleled dominance? So that is the new Archon, Statue of the Seven, which it's not even a Statue of the Seven technically, I would imagine. It's something else entirely. Hisi Island, remnants of the moonlit world. The remnants of the far north still dwell among the ashen woods and tundras. Their golden city has long since turned to ash, their distant ancestral homeland consumed by the core of creation. Yet these proud descendants light primordial lanterns against the pitch darkness of a withering tide, spinning distant ancient hymns, praying for the new moon's protection. And that's the new moon. For 5 centuries, generations of moon chanters have followed the commandments left by the first leader of the Frost Moon Science, guiding their devotees to uphold benevolence and faith, striving to avoid conflict with outsiders at all costs. Yet, with the arrival of the Fatui, the Science long-held tranquility and their endless supplications to the goddess may now give way to the creeping twilight gloom. Let me scroll? No scroll? Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, it's not scrolling. Man, Lorma looks very pretty, I must say. I still maintain that Lorma looks very pretty. Nasha Town, Elysium of revelry for explorers. No matter where you're from, no matter where you stand in society, and no matter how much more you have to your name, this is a paradise for those whose hearts are filled with hope. Riches, lies, schemes, and sincerity surge beneath the same quilt of raucous laughter. As NOD-KRAI's most prosperous trading port, the first lesson newcomers learn here is always the same. Keep your mora close to your chest. You know what this reminds me of? Very Bioshock, very steampunk. I know we obviously call Fontaine as the more steampunk theme, but I guess the neon lights and everything, very cyberpunk-esque is what we're gonna see in this area. You wish to buy a weapon? Absolutely. This here is NOD-KRAI's second best forge. Why second best? Why you ask? Well, if you meet, I know, I'm sure it'll be pretty clear. You can buy anything you want here as long as you have to pay the right price. I hear you're looking for some extraordinary treasure, then you've come to the right person. My friends and helpers in these lands are numerous indeed. Ad Astra Abyss, want to learn more about the latest commissions? If you really want something worth the risk, you need a little bit of luck on your side. So, Catherine is going to be based in Nasha Town. Just a little warning. The grown-ups here are sneaky and love ripping off passing adventurers. You want to know if kids can be trusted? Well, you'll just have to find out, won't you? The presence of the abyss grows. The pitch-dark withering tide whispers amidst the silence of frigid nights, awaiting its moment to rend the ever-thinning veil and devour those frail souls whole. In the shadows where rules cannot reach, even death is in no respite from torment. About NOD-KRAI. In the age when the 7 lights of the firmament had not yet shone upon the land, so this is before the Archon events, or the Archons were even a thing, the now nameless ruler raised the heavenly moons to govern the cyclical tides of the world in their stead. The remnants that failed to become a moon slumbered in the vast sea, only to become at last the refuge of the exiles of the far north. Wait. So we know there's 3 moon goddesses. So you're telling me that there was supposed to be a 4th that failed to become a moon, and they've slumbered in NOD-KRAI. Neither the withering tide of darkness nor the mad monk who spoke in strange tongues could break the land's spine. Yet now, beneath the new moon, calamity stirs once more to drown the world in its maw. And this is gonna turn into red? Or do nothing. Fair enough. Okay. Fair enough. Pretty intense. Pretty intense. Alright, you take it easy, Maxwell. Take it easy, mate. Take it easy. Alright, in the meantime, let me go over here and check out what I've missed. Because I missed something. I don't know what. It's probably just a breakable, to be quite honest. A very shitty breakable. But alas, I'm here, so we may as well check it out. It's further down. Where is it? Oh god, where the fuck does it want me to go? Alright, fuck it, let's go over there, man. I wouldn't follow this usually, but because it's leading me to it, I'm gonna take the bait and go for it. Fuck it. It's not like I have much else to stress myself over right now. But man, NOD-KRAI is looking so good, man. I'm so excited for it. It's looking so good. That's just so hype in terms of just generally everything that's going on in terms of lore wise, like I said. I mean, I know it's not something everybody's gonna be like super excited for, and it's not for everybody's tastes and stuff, like the lore that's usually in this game and stuff, and maybe people aren't as interested, but I find it just so fascinating, the direction it's all potentially leading towards, you know. I forgot that there used to be this stamina thing on the sides, man. Yeah, it's a breakable, man. Shit, I brought me all the way here for this. I've already 100%ed the areas, man. It's not like I need it. I'm just gonna double check. Is there anywhere I need to worry about? 100% everywhere. Pretty sure I've done 100% everywhere. Wadatsumi, Sumeru. Yeah, Atokpan. And then Sea of Bygone Eras, 100%. Ancient Sacred Mantra, 100%. Chasm, 100%. Chasm's the only one I'm a little bit on if I've actually 100%ed it or not, to be quite honest. That's the only thing. But even then, it's a little bit tricky to check Chasm now because it's gonna... Fair enough. Fair enough. Where's my goddamn lumen thingy? I need more lumen source. Where do I get it from again? I completely forgot where to charge up the lumen. 1 second. I can't believe I missed that entirely. Or I wouldn't have missed it, I just ignored it because of it being an annoying one. Alright, let's see. We've recharged it. Alright, let's see. I guess now we can just jump up. Alright, there we go. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it's fine. Hold on a second, man. Sitlali, 1 second. Gimme. Yomiya. Ah, you've got to be kidding me. I thought I got it there, man. I thought I nearly got it there. It was close. It was close, okay? It was close. Did I not get that? Come on. Boom. It's an exquisite chest, but it's a chest. 5 primo gems, baby. Can't believe I missed that chest, man. It's unbelievable. It's not what I was expecting, man. Listen. When I clicked the when I clicked the button to find stuff, wasn't necessarily expecting that. Probably should hold on, quick swap. Lumen. Alright. Just so that I have like a little bit of brightness in my life. Alright. Probably no point. I think we found everything here, man. I'm pretty sure we have. I'm fairly sure we have. Outside of that one thing, I think it's very unlikely that I would have missed anything else, to be honest. I'd be very shocked if I have. I think I would be very shocked if we have. We've done a lot of the chasm stuff, so I'll be very surprised. All right, I think we're gonna wrap up the stream there for tonight, though. Oh, that's pretty sick. Getting that jump boost to go and be able to get some more distance is pretty cool. We're gonna end the stream a little bit early today, just so that I can go and do some other stuff as well. But tomorrow we'll be live again, of course. We'll be live tomorrow as well. I'm not sure what I want to do tomorrow, to be quite honest, yet. Maybe Persona. I'm thinking of maybe Persona, or we do like a double header, do Persona plus HSR. I think that's what we'll do. We'll probably do both, because obviously I want to talk a little bit about Persona and do, you know, obviously the new update stuff with the crossfates and all that sort of stuff. But I also want to do some stuff on HSR, so we might do that. But yeah, I appreciate all of you guys for coming by and hanging out, checking out the stream and stuff. Appreciate all of y'all for tuning in as always. We will be back tomorrow, as I said, with probably both HSR and Genshin, not Genshin, Persona. So I'll see you guys then. Until the next one, guys, you take it easy. Have yourselves a lovely rest of your day, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. Catch you guys in the next one. Until then, take it easy, everybody. Bye.